Hello everybody, welcome back to Operation Neptune. This is turn 12 of the Comintern. My name is Aftertaste, and I have to begin this video with a incredibly sincere apology to all my opponents. I know I have been dragging my feet, to say the very least, when it comes to this turn. You've all been incredibly patient. Before I actually start the turn, I'd just like to take you through my thought process a little bit, to sort of explain why. Not to say that you wouldn't be justified in your annoyance, but I just wanted to sort of let you all know where my head's been at. It's not been anything personal at home or anything like that, so don't worry. But I would also go so far as to say I've had a moral dilemma for this turn. It's safe to say at this point in the Comintern, well, I mean, we know they're not going to win. The question is if they're going to get through with any points at all at this point. And as things stand, it's looking like it's not. So in terms of being a threat to defeat, the Axis and the Allies have no concern. But where I think there may be some efforts required on their part would be, in essence, to use the Soviet Union or the Comintern as a whole as a buffer state to oppose the other power bloc as best as they can, which is understandable. You know, it's just a realpolitik kind of position to be in. I'm sure I would do something similar, so I don't hold it against either the Axis or Allies players and their diplomatic overtures in an attempt to sweeten me to do whatever it is they like one way or the other, depending on who it is I'm talking to. I'm not going to go into details on who said what. That would be in bad faith on my part, so I'm not going to do that. Suffice to say, the Axis have tried very hard to persuade me to make a certain number of moves, and the Allies, their position is pretty much clear. We've not really sort of sat down and spoken about it to the same degree, but what they would like me to do is pretty clear. And that's left me with a trilemma, really. I either, because winning is not on the table, so I have to either do what the Axis would like me to do, which will aid them in winning, do what the Allies would like me to do, which would aid them in winning, or the third option, which is quit the game. Now, I'm obviously not going to do that. This is a tournament. I'll see it through to the end. But I think it's important just to understand what options are on the table. And kind of as I see it, it's either help the Axis win, help the Allies win, or quit. But again, quit isn't on the table. So I either help the Axis win, or I help the Allies win. And this is what I've kind of been wrestling with, because again, I'm not going to go into details, but I have agreements with the Allies that I don't want to go back on, because I gave my word, and that's important to me. I can understand why some people would say, well, it's only a game, this is a tournament, blah blah blah, every point matters, and I do kind of get that, but my decision has been based on the notion that we are not going to be playing for points. It's you either win or you don't, and I've not heard anything official, so I'm going to stick with my original course. It isn't necessarily to aid the Allies, it's more for my own personal honour. Like, I would like to end the game with Moscow. I doubt that's going to happen, but just want to make it clear that I'm not trying to screw anybody over by doing something or not by doing something, although those are literally my only options at this point. I've decided to die with what little of my honour I have intact, and I know it's going to disappoint a couple of players, but I hope that they understand that it's not, I mean, obviously we know it's not personal, this is just a game after all, but it's not in any attempt to spite them or anything like that, because some offers were pretty generous, and I have no reason to think they weren't also genuine. But I just, as far as I'm aware, they would not actually benefit me in terms of the game. If I thought that they would, I might have to tell my conscience to shut up and do what was asked, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to die with what little honour I have left. So apologies to those I've let down. I hope they understand. But that is ultimately my decision. This has been a little bit pretentious and a bit full of myself, so I'm going to shut up on this count, and I'm just going to do my turn. So we begin with the CCP. We have purchases of 2 cavalry for 6. I have 7 to spend, so I have 1 remaining. We have 1 combat move. We're going to take this cavalry. We're going to go 1-2 into Western Manchuria. So I'll just take 1 chip off of there and then put this cavalry back. So the net effect is that there are now 4 cavalry in Suyan, and that's going to be our only combat. So we have no non-combat moves, so we're going to go straight to placing units. So I will take this from 7 down to 1. We'll grab our 2 cavalry. We will take them over to Suyan. I will place them. You can't see, but I'm doing air quotes. And then I'll add 2 more chips to the stack. Please play. There we go. So now we have 6 cavalry in Suyan, and whilst we're here, we're going to do our recruitment roll. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 territories. We haven't hit one of these in a while. It would be a really nice game. There we go. Look, we got one. I will copy a chip from this AA gun, place it there, and then I'll put this infantry stack on it to add 1 more. So how many is that now? So if we have, in fact, I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 off, copy that. So that's, in fact, that's 10. So I'm just going to get rid of all this and make this red. Like a good communist. So now we have 10 infantry, 2 mountain infantry, 2 AAA, 2 artillery, 6 cavalry in Suyan, 1 in Western Manchuria. We are now collecting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 2 for Xinjiang. This leaves us with a grand total of 8. While I'm thinking about it, I'm just going to do my recruitment here for Republican Spain. Look at that, hey, a bit of luck. So we're going to go with 2 militia in Catalonia. It's pretty lucky. Okay, so that's that out of the way. Right, Soviet Union purchases. We are going to be spending all 27. We're going to be buying 9 militia, 2 militia upgrades, and 1 Katyusha. Okay, combat. We're going to go into raiding the German line. Let's see if we can max it out for a change. Okay, red is the attacker as always. I'm pretty sure Germany don't have any technology. We managed to get 1 to start. How many is there? 2, so I'll take that off. So 1 so far. Let me just double check there's no technologies for them. They have a few, but I don't think they have anything relevant. Long-range aircraft, rockets, airborne, factories, and mech. Yeah, because it doesn't no radar or anything. Alright, so that was 1 sub. Let's do another. That's a 4. I don't know if you can see that. So that's a 4, so that's 1 more damage. So who knows, we might even max out the line. Just did it. So for all the good that's going to do, we've knocked off 3. So the Germans are down to 93. So that's that over. Next, other attacks. We don't really have any other attacks. I think that's actually the only combat that revolves die rolling. Yep, that's pretty much it. So we're just going to do the next one. We're going to scorch this very damaged factory. That concludes all our combat moves, I believe. Pretty sure that's all of them. I don't think I had anything else. Yep, that's it. So move on to non-combat movement. So we're going to take this AA gun from Buryatia into Cheetah. That's the only movement we're going to make over here. one infantry is going to go from militia. I beg your pardon, is going to go from Gorky to Yaroslavel, so that's going to add one more to this stack. I'll delete that after. Strategic rail. We're going to strategic rail. This also very damaged factory to Leningrad for all the good that's going to do. Plus, I can just scorch it later. And that's gonna conclude. Pathetic. That's the end of it. That's the end of all our movements. So we're just gonna do placing units. So just delete those lines. Excuse me. Okay. So let's see. Remember, 2 of these are militia upgrades. Right, the Katyusha's going in Buryatia. Right, 4 militia are going to be going into Moscow, which is the 98th. So that's 6. I'm just going to take those 2 chips off. So that's another 4 militia, bringing us up to 11, and then 10 infantry. So that was those 4. The 2 upgrades are actually going to go into Yaroslavl. Did I? Oh my god, I can't remember if I don't think I did. Don't think I've already added this militia to that stack. Nope, maybe I did. Okay, I can't remember, but 2 of these are coming off and are going to be turned into infantry. So Yaroslavl has 2 infantry, 2 AA guns, and 4 or 5 militia. I will check on that. So those are gone. 2 militia are going in Leningrad, which is the 94th. So, nope. Get there in the end. So, if we delete those 2 militia that are getting placed in Leningrad, brings up to 4. I'm going to delete this infantry and put him on this stack. That leaves me with 3 militia to place. 1 is going in Buryatia, and 1's going in Yaroslavl, and the final one, where was I going to put this? Kola. Put in Kola. And that concludes placing the units. Collect income. So I'm on 0 at the moment. According to the thing, I'm on 20. That's probably right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, 20. 20 plus Leningrad, Moscow, and the Arctic line is 24. So the Soviet Union will have 24 for the next turn. Okay, I think that concludes everything. The only thing I need to check is that militia in Yaroslavl. I'll review the video, and if there is a discrepancy, I'll just alter it and let the guys know. Otherwise, I think that's it. Thank you very much for watching. My sincerest apologies again for this delay. I was anguishing over that decision. Really was difficult, which I know sounds stupid and is stupid. But it's the only defense I have. Right, I'll pass you over to the spot for Japan, turn 14. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Ta for now.